connecting to the different platforms right now. Looks like I'm connected to my YouTube, connected to Spiritual Life Center's website, as well as my own website. Take a few minutes for a few folks to show up that would like to commune with the presence today. I see a couple of folks have signed on and appreciate the presence because, when two or more come together, for a high idea, it makes that idea even stronger. I was thinking this morning that, gosh, we've got to give a special appreciation and shout out to all the healthcare workers, the doctors, the medical assistants, the nurses, all those who are working in the health field, because they are the ones that are on the front lines supporting a lot of people along the way. So we send a special appreciation to them. I see that I think Stephanie here is shown up. Thanks for being present this morning or afternoon, wherever you are. And Thomas is also on the line, holding the high watch each and every day. Appreciate the consciousness that we are all bringing to this experience that we're going through right now. So for those who haven't joined in before, I'm James Trapp. And, what we seek to do is just go apart every day, noon Pacific time, to commune with the presence. And as we do this together, collectively, there's tremendous power in that. Many parts of our country right now are asked to stay in place or stay at home as we go through this experience. And I think they're saying in some way or another, just to be still and only go out only go out when you have something essential that you have to take care of, a doctor's appointment, groceries, something that's an emergency of some sort. And I realized that this could probably be a metaphor for our inner life. I mentioned yesterday as I was thinking about this, people may ask, well, what does this all mean? And we probably can't figure that out. But we can give our life meaning in this experience. In other words, we ask, how can I make my life meaningful right now? And while on the outside, we're doing our stay in place thing. And like I said, it can be seen as a metaphor because we can really become inwardly still and to look deep within ourselves and ask, what is my life about right now? And we can begin to take an inventory and determine what's essential and what is it that we can begin to let go of that we may have thought is important, but is not really essential to our life. And I think as we begin to let go of those things that don't serve us, that are not essential, we begin to create a clearing to see more of what we may have overlooked up to that point. I like to say that we're all loaded and coated with possibilities. And we can see those possibilities when we commune with the presence as we are seeking to do each day. Usually I come up with a tip, for the day. And yesterday I suggested just find your favorite songs and sing to the music. I think it strengthens our immune system. And when we do that, and today I thought about the idea of just setting an intention. In a way we seek to, what is it that we want to intend for each day? How is it that we want to show up every day? And I think when we begin to set that intention first thing in the morning, it begins to set the direction of our day. And what we can do is every couple hours, just look back and say, am I on point with my intention? Today I set my intention. Every time I write down my things that I want to accomplish during the day, one of the things I ask, okay, how do I want to show up? What's my intention? Most of my days I have to tell myself, hey, I need to be focused because I kind of get unfocused quite a bit. And other days I just say, well, today I want to be creative. Today I want to be a a non-anxious presence. Or maybe today I want to be a good listener. Today I want to express more compassion or non-judgment. And then every hour or two, just check myself and see, am I on point with my intention for the day? Because it begins to set the direction. So I just ask if anybody has any thoughts on what their intention for the rest of the day is, or the rest of the week, or maybe even for the month. Some people set an intention for a long period of time because that's what they really want to show up as every day. So if you so desire to say, well, here's one of my intentions that I want to establish for my day-to-day living. So I see that Carol's on, and we are in a stay in grace kind of place right now. This is so true. I see Elaine is on, and a few others have come on as well. And she's an appreciation and joy filled. So find your intention, and we appreciate the opportunity to support you in that. So let's go ahead and look at our daily word for the day and embody those words as we prepare for our meditation. And I see Lori is writing, smile. Yes, we can smile. And today's daily word is renew. And it says, I am refreshed and restored. Peace and tranquility are qualities that are part of the spiritual blueprint that exists deep within my soul. If I feel discouraged or anxious, I remember that the love and peace of God are always with me. My thoughts have the power to renew my mind. Affirming peace by filling my conscious mind with loving, calming thoughts leaves me feeling refreshed and restored. I continue to nourish myself with notions of peace that permeate my thoughts, words, and actions. I'm sure to get quality rest, spend time in nature, and exercise my body. I also allow my mind to be renewed and revitalized through the power of prayer. There's a scriptural reference in Romans that says, do not be conformed to the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your minds, so that you may discern what is the will of God, what is good, what is acceptable, and what is perfect. So today we embody that word that says renew. And as we renew, we remain refreshed and restored. And so as we take those words in, we can now begin to enter a time of communion with the presence. So I invite you to relax. Focus on your breathing at this moment. And with each exhale that you have, know that you're becoming more and more relaxed and centered. Remind yourself that you're surrounded and supported by a presence. A presence that is unyielding and unchanging. It is within this presence that we live and we move and we have our very beingness in. It is the only power that there is. There is no otherness. There's only oneness. So we release the notion that there's anything opposing this one presence, this one power one reality of divine love itself. During this time that we're all going through, we see it as an opportunity. It's an opportunity to let go of anything not in fundamental harmony with our universe. It's an opportunity to leave every seeming negative thought that frustrates the full expression of our true nature as expressions of the Spirit of God. As we rest in His presence, we fast from fear. We fast from worry. We fast from any kind of doubt or limitation of any sort. And we give our attention and focus our attention by feasting on faith, by directing our faith energy to what we want to see. We feast on wholeness. We feast on the Spirit within us. We feast on the force that is with us always. We know that the allness of this presence is beyond words. It's beyond human thought or understanding. But it is so, so real. More real than anything that changes in the outer. We lean on His presence and recognize that whatever we need, we already have. We know that this presence does not give us the answer. But when we immerse our awareness, our consciousness in it, it is the answer. We hear these words that say, before you call, I've already answered you. The Spirit of the living God has already answered us. And we slowly and lowly listen. And we feel and sense our oneness with this presence. And our oneness with each other. Feel that within every fiber of your being as we simply rest in the silence of our soul right now. And listen to the music in the background. Release and relax. In that quietness, we have touched the hem of the garment of the all-present presence, the all-knowing presence, the all-healing presence. And we recognize no matter what we are going through, or more appropriately growing through right now, this presence is always with us. Always. And in all ways. We give thanks for this presence now. We give thanks for the good that is here that we may not fully see or fully appreciate. We give thanks for the good that is on its way and seeking to be expressed, because it's already done in this presence. Because there is no time or space, there is only now. And everything this presence is here now for us. And so we embody this thought, this mantra, that it's God's good pleasure to give us the ever-expanding good, and we accept it. We accept it with gratitude and appreciation. And we say so in the name and the nature of this presence that is always there for us. And as we've been doing and affirming each day and holding in consciousness, let us take these words in for ourselves that may be on this communing experience through the internet, but for the entire planet. We're reminded that we are in the presence of pure spirit. Our entire planet is immersed in the truth that life, that love and health and wholeness is our very essence. We radiate our wholeness now as we draw on the one and only source of life, the presence and the power of the Spirit of the living God, the force. This presence pours its quickening life into each individual. It pours its quickening life through our entire planet. Our job is to simply turn our attention to its healing presence. We trust this presence now. We trust that it is at this moment restoring us to harmony and health and wholeness. And we recognize that everything not in alignment with that harmony, health, and wholeness is right now returning to the nothingness from which it has come. We are grateful. We are thankful. And it's this spirit that we go forth to do our part, to anchor the vibrations and the energy that reflect the truth of our being as expressions of this presence. And so it is, and so we let it be. Amen and amen. Well, peace and blessings to you. Be well, be safe, and collectively we will hold the high watch on the inside as we do what we need to do on the outside to express the possibilities of the human spirit that we all are. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.